Morning to all of you at the chapel. Thank you, Pastor John, for allowing us to share about the work that's going on here in Midigo in Uganda. As you can see, Heather and I are surrounded by this beautiful country of Africa here in the middle of Uganda, and it's just lovely. Here in this photo here, I am discipling these pastors and leaders. We're covering the book of Joshua, Judges, 1st and 2nd Samuel, of course, Ruth there, and we'll end with Corinthians in another week or so. We're having such a great time with them. Here in this photo, we are passing out the King James Study, the New King James Study Bible. This is the study Bible that has many of the verses down below that are like in a commentary form. It's a great blessing for them, for they don't have all the tools. And so this will be great for them as they continue the work of God elsewhere. In the next photo, you'll see that the people that are coming has been coming in large numbers, and so we had to move to a bigger building. We had to move to the sanctuary. There are 30-plus people, men and women, that are arriving there, and it's a great privilege for me to disciple them. In the next photo, you see that I'm doing a Wednesday night Bible study, and also we are in the midst of a youth conference, and there are at least 400 to 600 youth that have shown up. And we have the privilege of giving the gospel. Speaking of the gospel, the next photo, you know me, I'm going to share the gospel. We're here in a Muslim community where it's 98% Muslim. I'm sharing the gospel here with 5 or 6 men. One Muslim man ends up giving his life to Jesus. The other are seekers of truth, they say. So they are seeking out Jesus Christ and him crucified. So I'm going to give you over to my wife.
Most days my schedule varies, but majority of the time I'm out in the community meeting with the Promised Child families, doing updates and interviews, and also praying with them and sharing the gospel. We have a girls' home that's close to where we live, so I've been able to visit there a couple times a week and teach them Bible stories and do crafts with them and sing songs with them. Every morning, I teach computers with another missionary that's here. It's the first computer class that the school has ever had, and there's only this one school that has computers in this whole entire region, so it's really neat to just see the light bulb come on in these young kids' minds. I also have had opportunities to teach. I've been teaching the women's Bible study while we've been here. I also have been able to pour into the high school girls, and it's just been a pleasure. One of the amazing outreaches that we've been able to do because of so many of you at the chapel and the vision that God gave Christina Soto is to do the Nets of Love outreach. And so we gathered all of the children, 240 kids benefited and received malaria nets, but you'll see Bond giving a message to all the kids that gathered and just teaching them the word, of course. I was able to share with the caretakers and parents about how this gift was able to be a blessing to them and how the funds were generated and how you guys were praying for them and thinking of them and loving them because of Jesus and his love for you. So we're able to give out the nets to all these kids. So many go home every day. There's 10 kids in this school that go home sick every day with malaria. And everyone that came has had a child that had died from malaria, at least one child in their family that had died. So physically, they're going to be able to be protected, and spiritually, we were able to pour into so many of these precious faces that you're seeing. It was an awesome outreach and really successful. The gospel went forth, and now these kids are able to sleep under this malaria net and be protected from this disease that so easily kills so many here. And lastly, this past Sunday, we were able to visit a village called Kubala. One of the pastors, Pastor John, was sent out to this village in March. He's a student in our School of Ministry last year and this year. And you can see Bond teaching the Word. The building is already so full of believers. They've done tons of outreach and house-to-house evangelism. So it was a neat privilege to go and be with the believers in this sweet little church in Kubala. So keep them in your prayers as well, as they have only been a church since March, so it's only been a few months. So we thank you guys so much for standing with us in prayer, for loving us, for supporting us, for letting us share with you. So thank you guys.
We love you. God bless you.
Kimberembero lwaleero sitatimuwa